We're gonna wait until a couple people join. I don't think there's gonna be too many people on this because this is an exclusive video. I'll be surprised if we have 20 people on here. But let's see. Let's see who all is going to trickle in. Because it's not quite 2:10 yet. I see 6 of y'all in here. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me okay or see me good? I haven't done a live in a while, so sometimes the Wi-Fi be a little funky. All right, I see a couple people in here. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Tyra. ASMR. Is it Kiasia? That's dope. All right, cool. So we're gonna have our little group, our little intimate group here. What tier are you guys on for those of you who are joining? I know I included all my tiers, so you could be from Scorpio or all access tier. But shout out to you. The A is pronounced like awesome. So Kiaja. But yeah, y'all, so thank you for being on here. You get the exclusive access to communicating with me or asking questions, but this is an early access video. I will release it on YouTube sometime soon. Maybe this week, maybe tonight, I don't know when. But shout out to you guys for being on my Patreon and supporting so you can get this additional content. All right. Great. I'm glad I got your name right. So yeah, y'all. Jupiter and new moon in Taurus. But we have 5 planets, I think. I think it's 5. We're going to have Sun, Moon, Mercury, Uranus, Jupiter, all in Taurus on Friday. And then including North Node, which is not a planet, but that's a lot of Taurian energy. So if you got the fixed placements, you know, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, there's a lot of abundance, a lot of shifts, but especially if you got Taurus, it's going to be an awesome time, a very abundant time for you. So this is a great time to really focus on manifesting. I can't think of a better time to manifest than this new moon. So if you're not manifesting, manifest, all right? Even if it's just like you're focusing on one thing, get into manifesting something because it's going to be a very potent time for you, especially if you got Taurus placements, okay? This is the best week to manifest. You can manifest starting as early as right now. You can manifest on the day of the new moon. You can manifest this weekend, even a few days after, but do it while we have all that energy in Taurus. And you can also focus on the exact house that you have Taurus in to see what themes you want to manifest, which is what we're going to be going over for all of the signs. All right. But yeah, Jupiter and new moon. So Jupiter, the planet of abundance and expansion and gratitude and blessings, meeting up with the new moon. New moons are a time for manifesting new things, sowing new seeds, things coming to fruition. We did a whole bunch of releasing with the eclipses that we had in Aries and Scorpio, but specifically Scorpio for the fixed energy. So we're done releasing. We've purged, we've let out things. If you're in the workshop, you know, we're still wrapping up a little bit with the releasing part. This is the last week of shadow work. So we're ending that cycle of release. And now we're ready to attract. So this is what we're focusing on now. So the blessings that come in from Jupiter rewards gratitude. Jupiter rewards taking risks and stepping outside of your comfort zone and expanding. Okay, so if you want something, you have to give something, is really what it is. It's an energy exchange for Jupiter. It's like, okay, if you want this, this is out here. So you got to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone, outside of your bubble. And Taurus is about comfort, right? So it kind of contradicts itself a little bit, but stepping outside of that comfort zone just a little, even if it's just one step, and you will get rewarded. So you give what you get. If you give a little, you'll get a little. If you give a lot, you'll get a lot. That's how Jupiter kind of works. um and so, you know, the more you can get, as much as you want, the more you give, right? So it's up to you, essentially. So give something, give thanks, give some type of trust, to give some type of investment, give some type of courage, give a word of encouragement, give something, and you know, that's what you'll get. Now, the only thing to be mindful of is greed, because Jupiter, it just doesn't know when to stop. It's just like keeps going, going, going. So greed and excessiveness in the area of life you have Taurus is very likely to take place as well. So you just want to be careful about just getting and getting and getting and getting, and then, you know, getting very like obsessive about it, or you know, abusing it. Okay. So now we're going to go through each, where this is going to really affect you based on your rising sign first. If you don't know your rising sign, you can just watch for your sun sign, but I do include sun and rising, so you can watch for both, but it's going to be most applicable to your rising sign. Okay, so again, if you don't know it, watch for your sun, but if you know your rising sign, watch for your rising sign first, apply that first, and then your sun sign. So are you guys ready? It looks like we got a couple more people in here. I'm surprised. We actually have 24 people in the exclusive chat right now. That's dope. So are you ready? If you're ready, drop a thumbs up or a fire emoji or a Taurus symbol. Drop something so we can go through these. And it won't take too long because I figured out a better way to like kind of like shorten the time, but have all of the information still there, which I did on TikTok. I put the messages in the form of opposite signs, so sister signs. And that's what we're gonna do again. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Cool. So starting with the star or the stars of the show, Taurus and Scorpio. Okay. So if you have Taurus or Scorpio as a sun sign or a rising sign, this is for you. So for Taurus and Scorpio, for Taurus, the Jupiter and new moon is happening in your first house. For Scorpio, opposite of Taurus, is happening in your seventh house. So when you're looking at the axis of the houses, there's always going to be opposite houses, right? So first house is opposite of seventh house. That's not that relevant right now, so don't get confused with that. Just Taurus or Scorpio, sun or rising sign. So for you guys, just in general, your relationships are going to be getting a huge upgrade. The relationship you have with yourself, more specifically for Taurus, and the relationships you have with other people for Scorpio, but all of them reflect back to you. So how you show up for yourself shows up in your relationship. How your relationships show up around you is a reflection of yourself. So all of your relationship for Taurus and Scorpio right now, you're going to be seeing a multitude of people. Like if you're like single, or if you have you don't have many friends right now, you're gonna be the hot commodity. Like people are gonna be like, I want to be friends with Taurus, I want to be friends with Scorpio, I want to be with you. Like you're gonna have so many options to choose from, as far as like business partners, as far as like coaches, mentors, therapists. Like there's going to be so many, especially for Scorpio, where you have this influence in your seventh house. So for more specifically Taurus, sun and rising, you guys are going to be really leveling up in the relationship you have with yourself, right? But you're going to be like changing things physically about yourself, or it's possible you may even gain a little bit of weight. It's okay. Don't freak out, because Jupiter being in the first house, Jupiter is a planet of, right, expansion. So I have heard that people do tend to gain weight when Jupiter transits their first house, right? They're eating good, they're feeling good, they're living a life of luxury. So, you know, you're gonna get your physical body upgraded. Some of you may like surgically do something to like expand, you know, BBL type energy. Um, but you'll be getting those blessings in the area of self-love, everything self. First house is self, personal life, physical body, and people just admiring you, you looking more beautiful, you feeling better. Self-love is taken to the next level. And then for you, Scorpio, sun and rising hitting that seventh house, people are going to be like, yeah, gravitating towards you. You're going to have a lot of people wanting you, wanting to be around you. But that's just also something to be very careful of, because seventh house is not just like close relationships, but it's also open enemies. So there's gonna be a lot of people loving you, but also a lot of people hating you. You know, Scorpio, we're used to that, right? So you're gonna have a lot more haters, but it's gonna be people that you already know don't like you, or they make it very obvious that they have a problem with you, or people from your past that have a problem with you coming out and being like, ah, you know, when other people are loving you, haters gonna hate. But you know, be careful, Taurus and Scorpio, sun and risings, of enemies and people who envy you. People are going to be a lot more like obsessive and greedy about their time with you. They're going to want more of you. And you may bask in it, you know, it might get a little excessive. On your end, you know, it'll feel good at first, but then it's like you can let it go to your head too much, and then it can just be very draining, especially physically for Taurus. All right. So, but you know, new relationships, new relationship you have with yourself and with other people for Taurus and Scorpio, sun and rising signs. All right, relationships of all kinds getting major upgrade blessings. All right, so moving forward, we'll probably let's just stick with the fixed signs. Okay, let's move to Aquarius and Leo. Aquarius and Leo, sun or rising sign. So this is going to be the axis of home life for Aquarius and career for Leo. So if you have both placements, you'll feel the effects of both. But for Leo, let's talk a little bit about that first. Leo, this is going to be in your 10th house of career, the new moon. So you have a Taurus 10th house for you in whole signs. So this is going to be in your 10th house of career, public reputation, success, responsibilities. And it's going to be a new start for you, Leo, in all things career. So if you've been waiting for that new start, you've been waiting for that luck in your career, that upgrade, many of you are going to be getting into like a higher position. Maybe you're going to be a manager. Maybe you're going to, you know, take something to the next level. Something with your business is going to grow. It is going to expand. But get ready for that windfall when it comes down to work life. So it's like most likely it's the time where you'll land your dream job. Your dream jobs from now till sometime next year, and things are going to be looking really, really good for you. Now, for Aquarius, sun and rising, this is on the opposite side of the 10th house spectrum, which is the 4th house. And for you guys are going to be having major upgrades when it comes down to your living situation. So with your living arrangements, you're going to be able to be more selective about where you want to live, where you want to go. So it's like you may be getting a lot of offers for different housing situations, or maybe you have enough money now to choose where you want to live. You can be more picky, you can upgrade, you can like be more comfortable. Definitely living more comfortably is a big thing. You can have your dream home, or it's easy for you to manifest your dream home, or like a financial situation that supports your living arrangements now. So that's going to be something to look forward to if you guys have been really struggling to figure out where you belong. And Aquarius does tend to have that that feeling of being like the black sheep, or like not feeling like you fit in anywhere. This is a time where you're going to feel a lot better like, okay, I know where I belong now. I've found my home, or I made my dream community, whatever it is. All right. But for both Leo and Aquarius, well, for Leo first, make sure that you are, not getting too excessive about the career stuff, or, letting it go to your head too much, and like just overdoing it with the work, because, you can get knocked off that pedestal as well. And of course, just stay humble is really the main thing about it, because again, Jupiter is about being grateful. So it's like, it's easy for you to be like, I want more, I want more, I want more, right? With Jupiter influencing whatever that is. And for Aquarius, that can also show up as, for some of you, it's if it's not you physically moving, it's also you developing a better home life situation, like maybe emotionally getting closer with your mom, or like things getting better with your parents, or things getting better with like something related to emotional needs, or your childhood, your past, stuff like that for Aquarius. But again, like not going too crazy with the home search, or like just taking it to the next level, to taking it too far. Okay. um so that is where things are happening. There's a new start, a new upgrade in career for you, Leo, a new opportunity, or you're going to have many different jobs to choose from, many different avenues, different things to do with your career. And Aquarius, you're going to have a lot more emotional and physical stability when it comes down to your home life, your emotional state, and your living situation overall between now and next year. Okay, and maybe you should focus manifestations around those things. Alrighty, so now let's move on to, do we want to do, do we want to move to cardinal signs or mutable signs now? Which one? It's up to you guys. Which ones do you want to, we'll get to all of them, of course, but which ones do y'all want to hear now? Mutable or cardinal, whichever one I see first. We're going to go to that. Card. Said card. Okay, so I see cardinal sign first. So we're going to move to cardinal sign. So we'll do Capricorn and Cancer, and then we'll do Aries and Libra. All right, cardinal signs. So if you have a Capricorn or Cancer sun or rising sign, I feel like this is going to be a really fun time for you guys, because Capricorn, this is going to be happening, new moon and Jupiter and Taurus in your 5th house, and Cancer, it's going to be in your 11th house. So very similar to what I was telling both of you guys really in the latest May readings. Like for you, especially Cancer, there's a lot of like recognition and fame energy happening for you right now. So with Capricorn, this being in your 5th house correlates to Leo energy, fame, fun, creativity, children, romance, dating, things like that. There's going to be a lot of abundance for you, Capricorn, Sun, and Rising, in the form of recognition, in the form of being seen and feeling good and having fun. So you'll be finding like abundance in things beyond like physical, it's more like acclaim, it's more like success, it's more like recognition for something that you've done or something that you're going to do. And it's not always about what's tangible. Like you don't have to get abundance in the form of money all the time, or just like working and working, never getting anything in return. So a lot of you will be feeling a lot more lighthearted, especially Capricorn rising, because you'll be diving more into your hobbies. They'll be like, you'll have a lot more like fun time. Capricorn is a sign that doesn't prioritize fun over work a lot of the times. So earth signs can be a little tricky with that, but it's going to be fun in like a practical way. So it won't be like fun where you feel like you're just wasting your time and you're just like, well, I'm just having fun, but it's not productive enough for me, because it's going to be Jupiter in Taurus, remember. So it's going to be like fun that aids to you like developing more skills, or like fun that like doesn't feel like too much work, but it's like you're still being productive somehow. So you know, talents and hobbies that you can potentially monetize and turn into a business and things like that. And it can also be a time where you're connecting more with your inner child, or if you're dating, children are likely. It's very possible if you have Capricorn, Sun or rising, if you're, you know, wanting children, or you may get pregnant, something. All right, just keep a pin in that. Okay. And then for Cancer, this being in your 11th house, you're going to be having a lot more social interactions with people. So if you've been feeling kind of lonely, you're like, I need more friends, I need a stronger circle, a stronger network, you will find that. Okay, because 11th house is about our friendships, our network, our associates, as well as our hopes and our wishes. So like I said in your reading, a wish is going to be fulfilled. Something that you have been wanting, something that you've been manifesting is going to happen for you. And it is likely going to happen through a social interaction that you have. It could definitely happen online, because 11th house is also social media. So you may find that your social media blows up. You may find that you start to get a lot of followers. You start to expand on your social media presence, as well as in-person presence is very likely. And you just get more social media offers. You could get brand deals, you could get promotions, networking, things like that. Is like you're going to be just feeling very lucky for who comes across your work online. Is going to really take you to the next level. As well as this can happen for you too, Capricorn. Things that you post online or things that you just do for fun, you're going to find that there's a lot of luck in those moments, or something like while you're having fun, while you're around people that make you feel authentic, while you're just creatively expressing yourself, that is when luck pours into your life. So don't take life too seriously, as far as like, you know, just trying to just work hard. You'll find that you get lucky for you Capricorn and Cancer Sun and risings when you're having fun, when you're being more lighthearted, when you're just like doing what you love to do, when you're just talking, when you're just chatting, when you're just like talking to strangers, even for Cancer. Um, that's when the luck comes in. That's when the expansion comes in. That's when the good stuff happens. Okay. But very lucky time for you guys as far as taking what you already do to the next level, having like the audience. Some of you have the audience, but you don't have the outlet for what you want to do, mainly Capricorn. Some of you have the outlet for like what you're doing, what you like to do, but you don't have the audience or anybody to share it with yet, mainly Cancer. And so you'll be having that luxury of being like, okay, I know what I want to do, and I know where to put it, who to share it with. So that's for Capricorn and Cancer. Now for Aries and Libriana. Aries and Libra. So for if you have Aries sun or rising, or a Libra sun or rising, this time is going to really bless you financially. Money is coming in for you guys. Aries, especially Aries rising. If you have, oh no, sorry, I was reading the wrong thing. But yeah, it's going to be happening in your second house. So second house is directly correlated to Taurus. So that's like a double dosage of money. You know, your income is going to skyrocket. I don't know what exactly you're going to be doing, but money's coming in, something that you've been working hard to do, because Taurus is about being self-sufficient and working hard. So something that you've been really waiting on, patient on, it's going to really show the results of like what you've done for it to nurture it. Okay. You could be having multiple streams of income. Also, there's going to be a lot of good luck and a new start in how you feel about yourself, because second house is also about our self-worth. So you pouring more things into what you deem worthy of you and your time and your finances is going to come back. and it's going to, you know, whatever investments you make is going, you're going to get that investment back. All right. Same goes for you, Libra, suns and risings, but especially rising. The passive income is going to be very, very likely. Eighth house is about other people's resources, and it's about merging. So a lot of you could be making some more investments with other people. You could be also getting some like brand deals, signing contracts is going to be very likely for you, Libra. Making some really big or intimate financial investments with somebody else. You may get some money coming back to you. You may get a refund for something, some type of deals. It's possible you may even get like an inheritance of some kind, because eighth house does deal with like death and things like that, and change. But there's going to be a windfall of other resources that come towards you, as well as there can be more intimate relationships that you get into for you, Libra, that also bless you with money. So this can be like a sugar daddy situation that happens for you, or like you may end up marrying somebody who is very wealthy, or getting into a relationship with somebody who has a lot of money or knows people that have money. You know, something along the lines of, through close relationships, through merging with somebody else, it's going to be a really good investment for you, for Libra. But for Aries, it's going to be more so about whatever you're doing for yourself, whatever you've built on your own, whatever, you know, you've taken the time to nurture. It's going to be all you. You know, that's, you get all the benefits, you reap all the benefits from that. So, you know, just being careful about greed, of course, with this energy here. Don't get too greedy with the money, because it's going to be coming in, because it's going to be like, oh, I have it now, I want more, I want more, I want more. You're going to get a lot of it. Okay. So, you know, be grateful for what you are given, and do with that what you said you were going to do when you got money. Okay. Don't be like, okay, well, I got it now, I don't want it. Well, not that I want it, but like I'm going to just keep wanting more. I'm going to keep asking for more things. You know, that's how we kind of tend to be as humans. So money, financially, a lot of blessings, a lot of new beginnings there. But for a lot of you, it's going to take you to invest something, you know, to get something out. And that's where you're going to find the luck. All right. So now let's close this out with the mutable signs. The muties. Let's close it out with mutable signs. We're going to do Virgo and Pisces. Then we're going to end with Gemini and Sagittarius. Okay. Okie dokie. So hope you guys are enjoying it. Enjoying it. We're almost done. Okay. So now Pisces and Virgo, sun or rising sign. This is going to be Jupiter and Taurus finding you abundance in connections, networking, thinking, learning, and teaching. For Pisces, this is happening in your third house. For Virgo, this is happening in your ninth house, okay, known as the Gemini and Sagittarius energy houses. So for you Pisces suns and risings, you're going to be learning a lot of new things. Like, you're going to be acquiring a lot of new information. So through whatever you are learning, whatever you are studying, and this can be like not any from anybody like super far out the way. This can be people that you already know, or like you're going to be utilizing your more intimate network a lot more. So this can be your siblings you learn some things from, like people that you interact with every day, colleagues, your friends, your cousins, your family, your neighbors, people like that. There's going to be more that you're engaging with them. And so from whatever it is that you're learning and what you're acquiring, it's like you're going to get to the next level, or you're going to just have so much abundance of knowledge. Like, you're going to be learning things like crazy, and there's going to be so much that you can like profit off of in a tangible way. Like, you're going to get so many ideas for doing different things. For some of you, you're going to be taking more trips, not necessarily like far trips like Virgo, But you're going to be able to connect more with people in a more close-knit environment or on a more one-to-one level. So learning, traveling, studying is going to really help you. Something about the knowledge that you acquire. Now, the same goes for Virgo here, but it's going to be more on a more global scale, right? It's going to be like you may take like more long distance trips, or you may be connecting with people more from different cultures. Something about your work or what you do, you're going to have to like move. It's possible that Virgo, you may be moving during this transit, or you get an abundance of opportunities in different places. So you're not like, I don't know where to go, where to, or you may take your business like globally, more internationally, something about that. But something that you learn, or something that you are going to decide to teach, or maybe you get offered to teach in a different country, or you get offered to teach different, it could be for some of you, you're learning new languages, or teaching different religions, like something that you're studying. You may like learn more about a different culture. You may be trying different religions, different spiritual practices, but something is going to change your life in a huge way and lead to your success for both you, Pisces and Virgo placements. So continue to learn, to like, apply what you've learned in a practical way, or write things down. A lot of this you can turn into like some type of like course, or maybe you're going to write a book. For a lot of you, I'm hearing book, especially for Pisces, like some of you are going to be like using your voice a lot more. You're going to be communicating a lot more. You're going to be like doing podcasts, or doing voiceovers, or doing something where you're like having to like explain things or write things down. Something about the way that you think is going to be used, and it's going to lead to your success. So that's going to be something that's very interesting to see, especially I'm a Virgo, and I feel like this is something that's already kind of happening, but I feel like it's going to really take it to the next level. Like maybe my brand will expand in different places, or like more far places, or I get offers in different countries. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted on what happens for me with that situation. Somebody said something. I missed it though. Oh, okay. That's good. If your mindset is already wanting to expand, that's really good. All right. So last but certainly not least, we have Gemini and Sagittarius, sun or rising sign. So for you guys, this is happening in the opposite houses. So for Pisces and Virgos, it was in the Gemini and Sag houses. And for Gemini and Sag, it's in the Virgo and Pisces. How cute. How convenient. Okay. So for Gemini, sun and rising, Sagittarius sun and rising, this is going to be abundance of health. All things health related. Mind, body, and soul. All right, so for Gemini, sun and rising, this is going to be about your mental health more than anything, your spiritual health, your mental health, and your emotional health. All right, so because we're dealing with the 12th house, so Jupiter is going to be transiting your 12th house. So your mind is going to definitely feel a lot more grounded. Gemini tends to be a pretty restless sign, especially mentally, ruled by Mercury, Virgo, and Gemini being the most anxious out of the zodiac, in my opinion. But if you've been struggling with your mental health for a while, or you have just been having a hard time getting into therapy, controlling your thoughts, or managing your thoughts and managing your feelings and stuff like that, this is a time where you're going to find a lot more luck in being able to decipher your thoughts and break thoughts down and connect with other people to be able to help you understand them, and clearing your mental space. You're going to find a better mental health routine, or you're going to just be finding luck in like real things that work for you. So for some of you, I'm hearing like if you have like any type of mental illness, you're going to find like maybe the right medication, or maybe something that really helps you to feel better mentally or feel more clear, or maybe you're going to develop a health regimen that helps you spiritually learn to protect yourself more, mentally protect yourself. So that is what's going to be happening. You're going to also feel more connected to your intuition, okay? Because 12th house is about other realms, and it's about our intuition, and it's about our subconscious mind. So things are just going to start clicking for you, and you're going to be like, oh, okay, now I understand why this is happening, or why I think like this, or where this came from. So a lot of like intuitive downloads, your intuitive knowledge, your spiritual knowledge is going to really expand. So a lot of you may go through like a spiritual awakening at this time, and just feel more enlightened, and like more just like in tune with yourself and your body. Okay. Now for Sagittarius suns or rising signs, this is happening in your 6th house. So 6th house is also about health, but it is more layered than that. It's also about our work, our day-to-day routines, and it can be about our pets as well. Some of you may get a pet during this time, or multiple pets during this time. It's likely that you can have multiple jobs, more busy routines that happen in your day-to-day life. But I see for a lot of you guys, you're going to be taking your health to a next level. Like you may get really serious about the gym, really serious about taking care of your body. You may completely change your diet, go vegan, go vegetarian, go pescatarian, something that could be really dramatic, because Jupiter is dramatic. And you're going to be feeling much better physically. You're going to feel stronger. You're going to feel good health-wise. You'll have more energy for work. You'll be taking on more going to the gym more, overall taking care of yourself, or have like a lot more options for health, fitness goals, or like options for what you want to do for yourself, work and health-wise. Now, the thing to be careful for both Gemini and Sagittarius, for Gemini, 12th house is hidden enemies. So with Jupiter now moving into your 12th house, there is likely going to be a lot more energy vampires, right? So with you being more in tune spiritually, you being more aligned with your higher self, you being more mentally clear, this is going to really open your eyes. And this makes sense, Gemini, because we've been talking about in your reading this craziness that's been going on. The last 2 readings about the liars and the toxic people. So you're going to be feeling way more spiritually aware. You're going to be able to see red flags more. You're going to be able to detect who is good for you more. And so this is going to also open your eyes to energy vampires, but you also want to be more just cautious of people that are energy leeches, trying to get close to you too fast, or just want a lot of you. And on the 3D plane, you may not see it, but because you're going to be so in tune spiritually, you're going to feel it. So even if it doesn't make sense, you're like, oh, but I've known this person for years, or I know this person, or, I feel like I know them, but something about you and your spirit is like, no, get them away. You better listen, because you're going to attract a lot of those types of people with this upgrade here. And for Sagittarius, Sun and Rising, you just want to be careful of overdoing it, right? Because Jupiter is a planet of excessiveness. Too much of anything, even a good thing, is bad. So you getting carried away with like your fitness and your health and your work, and you're just like, oh, I just feel so good. Especially if you're in human design, you gotta you're a manifestor, projector, or reflector. You don't got that defined sacral, so you may be getting this hit of like a lot of like sacral energy, a lot of extra energy. You're like, oh, I can take on the world, I can do this and I can do that. You will burn yourself out. Okay, you're gonna get burnt out if you take on too much. So getting carried away with your health, certain things you need to ease into slowly. Some of you just may be ready to, I'm just gonna dive straight into the gym and lift 100 pounds, and I'm gonna dive into this diet. Let's not get crazy, okay? We need to make sure our bodies are prepared for this transition. So, overdoing it with the health stuff and like just trying new supplements and trying vitamins, you have to be careful with those things, okay? Because that can interact with stuff, or our bodies cannot handle all of that. And same for Gemini too. You may just get really crazy with like the the self-healing journey and like just dive straight in and just be obsessed with it and learn everything you need to learn about it. But that may not be as productive as you may think it is. Okay. So that is what is happening for all the signs, Jupiter and new moon in Taurus, where you're getting blessed at, where rewards are coming in. Okay. And yeah, do you guys have any questions before we hop off? I did go over all of them. I don't know if any of you were doing the timestamps, but if you did or if you do, please send them to me in the Patreon DM so I can copy and paste them, or put them under the YouTube video in the link and I will pin that. I would really appreciate it if you could do that. But that is where we're having all this good luck and blessings and things. Gotta drink your smart water. Yeah, I'll give y'all some time if you have any questions for me about what we just discussed. If you do not, you can always come back to this video and watch it. It will be, like I said, on YouTube at some point this week, whenever I get like the timestamps up and all that jazz. But yeah, guys, let me know if you have questions before I hop off here. And if you can't think of anything now, if you think of something after the video, you can always just DM me for the shadow work group. Yes, so everything that's on there, I'm not gonna go back and delete every single thing I posted. That was a lot of work. So it'll be on there. I know quite a few people, I believe, are a little bit behind, even though I've expanded the length of the workshop. So, you know, there's no rush. You can do them whenever. You don't even have to do them at all if you don't want to. But, you know, it's just for reference to have it on there. And for new people that come in, they can look at the workshop as well and do it. So, yeah, it'll be up. I am also behind. I did like the first week and I just got behind. You know, retrograde, we'll get around to it, you know, but we know when we want to go back and revisit it, it's there. The playlist is there. You can go back and watch the videos, whatever you want to do. I will start posting some other types of content, Scorpio content on there as well in between. Do I know what the degree of the new moon? I did know. Let me find it. I had it on my phone. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, I did start the workshop in a new moon. It says the new moon will occur at 17 degrees. Wow, that's going to be exactly opposite my moon. Interesting. And my rising, honestly. Can you give advice to a Jen looking to pursue a new career options? I don't understand. I can have who said you can't actively look for options? Who told you that? Yeah, as a generator, you're always supposed to have options. Like, you're always supposed to be open to options. You can look for options. Looking for options was how I found my apartment that I've been in for almost 3 years now. You know, looking for options is how you meet people, how I found my relationship, you know. So you have to look for options. If nothing is coming to you, in response. As a generator, you can look, you can ask people. Now, initiating would be like, okay, I'm going to look and I'm just going to pick something. Even if it doesn't excite me, or, you know, I'll just pick the first thing I see. That's you initiating it. But like looking for options, you can look. It's even better if like something prompts you into looking for those options. Like somebody tells you, oh, you should look at this or that, or somebody suggests something to you. Have you tried this and looking here? Then that's even better, you know? So you can explore options. And you go with whatever is most exciting to you. If you don't find what is most exciting to you, or you get frustrated, then you just wait and see whatever else comes to you. Yes, it does apply to MG as well. But yeah. I hope that makes sense. I know it can be a little confusing with what exactly we're able to initiate and not initiate and do all this and that. I'm still I still, you know, have some trouble with it sometimes. So it's like you can do both. Like you can let things come to you, but like certain things you do have to look, you know. You can look, even for projectors, like you're waiting for invitations to come, but you can still look, you know, you can still explore different opportunities. You're welcome, Savannah. Any more questions y'all have for me? I'm gonna go make my shake right now. That's what I want to eat, a shake. Yeah. Well, guys, I think we're done with the questions. I don't see any more popping up on here. So, yeah, if one of you guys can do the timestamp for me, please, I would appreciate it. If not, of course, I'll do them, I guess. But if you could be so kind. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this. And it will be, again, on YouTube whenever I post it. And look out for, I think I'm going to do an Aries bonus reading, because Aries did amazing this month for the highest views out of all signs. Y'all better get like Aries. Aries blew it out the water. I don't know what happened this reading, but it was crazy. Thank you guys, and have a great rest of your day. And happy Jupiter and Taurus, happy new moon. Manifest some stuff, manifest some good luck and health for me. Please include me in your prayers and your manifestations. I do need it as well. And I will talk to you guys later. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.